Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Fahad Shahid, and we are live from Prime Health page. Today, a very, very important topic that needs to be discussed, talking about the weight gain and mental health in children. As we all know that we have previously in the previous year we have gone through a whole lot of stress, whether it's regards to kids' schools, it's regards to studies, it's regards to work. It's have been a very difficult year for every one of us previously in 2020. So now that there are some after effects that have come forward, and a lot of parents are actually worried about children's who are gaining weight, talking about their mental health. So it's really important to discuss all of these, in fact, I should say, situations and all of these problems here. So I have here with me Dr. Nancy Ghanim. Doctor, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us on an off day today.
Thank you.
Just wanted to tell you that Dr. Nancy is a specialist pediatrician. She is practicing in Prime Medical Center, Al Qasmiya, Sharjah, and she has an extensive 10 years of experience, and she has been in UAE for the last 10 years, and she's been practicing here. So we've got a lot of information. We are going to get a lot of information from Dr. Nancy today, because obviously it is really going to help all the parents out there who are listening to us, regards to the weight gain in their children, regards to the mental health if they want to, ask questions. So we are going to be open to the questions here today. Dr. Nancy has taken out time on an off day, and she is going to answer your questions. So I'm going to request everyone to please ask questions to Dr. Nancy in the comment box, and she will be answering. But initially, Doctor, talking about weight gain and mental health in children, I would really like you to give an intro on that. Initially, what information you would like to share with us, and after that, we will go towards the question and answers coming up from the people. Thank you. Please.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, Mr. Fahad. Good afternoon, everyone. We are welcoming you all to our Prime Medical Center, Sharjah, Qasimiya branch, the first and the oldest branch among all Prime group. And this is the first webinar we are holding here from Prime Medical Center Qasimiya, and hopefully, inshallah, it will not be the last. Today, maybe many few ask themselves about the topic, meaning what is the relation between the weight gain and mental health for kids? And actually, there is a big relation. So I'm coming today to answer all your queries and give you a brief discussion about the kids' weight gain and how it can affect their mental health, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. And what is the way to understand and manage it together with your kids? So find clues for healthy living today. We must actually look to our past. And our old people said, a perfect mind in a healthy body. And the history of human evolution shows a definite link between physical health and psychological well-being. Actually, the Greek understood the importance of sound mind in a sound body, and that credo became the foundation of their civilization. Let's look for nowadays, controlling childhood obesity becoming the top public health priority worldwide. As many of you know that all over the world, we are facing a very difficult and critical situations now because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And unfortunately, it is affecting mostly our kids. Yani children are the most category affected in this pandemic. And you know that many of the country have complete lockdown for a long time, and they took some precaution measures, including school closure, complete shift to online learning. And unfortunately, it's indirectly affecting our kids in form of changing in a food habit, changing of their usual routine, sleep, changing in a sleep pattern, their social life completely changed. And there is many also psychological consequences coming on. And let's today to talk in a brief about this, how it's really affecting their own lifestyle, and it's really turned to their life upside down. Okay, so parents really nowadays are facing big challenges to overcome this time, and hopefully they will overcome it along with their kids. So now we'll start with the questions, okay? That it will come like in a consequence. Then that you will have to understand about our topic today.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Doctor, a lot of people have started asking questions in the beginning only, but I just wanted to start with a question that is very, very important.
Yes.
What is the child's normal weight for age, and how do we calculate it? What's the importance and relevance of parents?
Very good. This is a very good start because I have many parents when they coming to my clinic. The first question they ask me, doctor, is my child is healthy? Is his weight is going with his height? Is his weight is going with his age? So this is a very good, I mean, clue. And by the way, parents nowadays becoming highly educated and highly knowledge. They know about it. They read in the internet. They know about many information. So I would like really to thank the parents of having this knowledge. Okay, so let's come back regarding the child weight. First of all, we have something standardized, okay? It's called growth chart. What is growth chart? Growth chart, it's a chart we are using to check is your child weight is going with your age, with his age? Is his height is going with his age? It's a chart when your child is coming, when we are checking his weight, we are comparing his age with his weight, okay? It is have like from the 5th percentile to 95 to 95th percentile. So if your child is between the 5th and the 85th percentile, we consider his a healthy child. So his weight is it's okay with the child in UK, in US. I'm not speaking about the environment. I'm not speaking about the culture. I'm speaking about the health and the growth. So he's perfectly fine. Okay, if he is below the 5th percentile, we considering him underweight. If the child between the 85th and 95th percentile, we considering him overweight. Type. What about if he's above 95th percentile? We consider him obese. Okay, so actually what we are doing, we keep this chart with us. Whenever the child is coming to the clinic, we plot his this growth chart in his card, and we keep monitoring his growth. And a very good thing that we can make a target also, like he's now in the 10th percentile. I want next visit to work with the parents to put him more in the more percentile. So this is the first how we can calculate. There is another way of calculation. It's called BMI. What is BMI? It's body mass index. What is body mass index? It is your child weight in kg. You can divide it in a height to the power of 2. Okay? So the result is coming. You can put it like between the 18 and 25, your child is healthy. Okay? From 25 to 30, your child is overweight. If your child is above 30, he's an obese. So this is the way how we are calculating your child weight.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much for that extensive information, Doctor. Doctor, we've understood the weight, normal weight of a child, and how it is on a level of obese or it's normal. What is the healthy mindset or mental health of children? Because that's the second part of our topic today.
Yes.
So if you can just elaborate that also.
Yes. Healthy mind means that your child brain is healthy. How can I explain this to this small creature? How can I tell them that your brain is healthy? Because nowadays children also, they are very clever. They will ask themselves, how I will be mentally healthy? Okay, mentally healthy means you understand everything around you in a positive way. Means you are active, you are interacting, you are accepting all the challenges, you are accepting all the circumstances in a good way. You are interacting with all the things happening around you in a good way. You are growing in a healthy way. you are all the factors that affecting you. You are doing things and thinking in a good way that will impact your adulthood also, because children they have a critical time for the teenagers, which in their timing they're completely change their thinking, their attitude, their activity, everything. So we are trying to build a healthy child, a healthy mental children from the day one. How we can deal with them, how we can react, how you can speak with your baby as an adult. You can speak with him and telling him the information, and his mind is understanding and absorbing. Our children is like a sponge. Their pores are very wide. They are suck all the information from you only. So healthy parents can reflect their healthy life on their kids. This is what we want, and this is what we are encouraging all the parents to transmit it to their kids also.
Great, great. That's very important for the for the parents nowadays to understand that this is very very important. I've got another question, doctor. These questions I just wanted to tell everyone. The questions that I'm asking, doctor, are currently those questions that have come from the registrations from the people, and we will be asking questions. We've got some questions in the comment section, and we will be asking doctor in a while. So stay connected with us, please. Doctor, how can children overweight affect their mental health? Like now we talk about weight, we have
Yes.
talked about mental health. Now,
Yes.
how both of these affect each other?
Yes, actually, overweight is markedly affecting the mental health of children, really, because obese child will be an obese adult, okay? And this all affecting his social life and affecting all over his life, okay? For example, speaking about girls, like girls, especially when they will have this problem for overweight, it's really affecting them. Like it's making them like maybe low self-esteem. It can make them isolated. It can make them going for some like anxiety, depression, and this all affecting them, because many girls they are very sensitive, thinking about my shape, how I will go out, the fashion, how I will go with that one. So it's really the weight gain affecting them in an يعني unfortunately in a negative way. For the boys also, I mean, it's really affecting them, because psychologically they can feel like, why my body pattern is not like my friends, why I cannot eat this kind of food in spite my neighbor, my friend, he's eating and he's not gaining weight. So understanding these points, it can let the child himself think how I can change my lifestyle, how can I change it. So it will affect also his mental health, and his affecting his attitude and his reaction all over, I mean, his circumstances also.
Great, great. Thank you very much for the information, doctor. Doctor, another question I have: is there any specific food that must be forbidden for children to avoid weight gain?
Yes. Okay. So we cannot use like this phrase forbidden, okay? Because for kids, you cannot come and stop them from taking anything from fridge or that kind of food, okay? We can restrict some food. We can offer them unhealthy food. يعني I find some parents like they are giving a rewards for a child for doing good things by giving like sweets, like giving more chocolate, like giving more snacks, which is unhealthy. Going now also for the pandemic, it has increased too much the junk food for children, because the lockdown keep them all the time at home doing nothing, only facing the electronics, doing nothing except watching their mobiles and attending their classes and eating, okay? So you cannot also come and tell them also don't eat. No, we can make it as a tricky things. يعني I always advise my kids who's coming to my clinic, now you have a free time, and this is very suitable time to spend with your parents. Go with your mom to the kitchen, prepare an healthy drink, go to YouTube. Instead of wasting time of watching videos or games or anything, watch a healthy recipe. Try to prepare it, you and your child together, and eventually they will like it and they will schedule it as, you know, mom, let's go, let's do it now. Go to also search about good food recipe, healthy food recipe, because the child plate should be divided like this much carbohydrate, this much fruits, this much vegetables. I mean, it is like that. Then you have to come to the part like you have to offer for your child a healthy snacks. يعني you can give him, instead of giving chips, chocolate, you can give him nuts, healthy nuts, okay, which is having a good fat that is staying in the stomach for a long time, and the digestion will be better, okay. Offer for them cheese stick, okay, popcorn also, which is not too much oily also. I mean, we have unhealthy things, we can substitute it. Some also the picky eaters is a big problem actually we are facing daily on our daily clinic. Mothers is coming and telling, doctor, my child is not eating, what can I do? I offer him everything. See, it is like يعني, if you are going to the restaurant and he's putting many plates in front of you, of course you will not eat all, you will just pick 1, 2, 3 spoons and that's it. No, we want to make a routine. يعني, first of all, a breakfast is a mandatory. We cannot skip a breakfast meal for all our children. Either they are going to school, either they are attending online, either they have an holiday. Because breakfast meal, it is, if your kids they are skipping, so they are more liable for more problems. We are facing many problems because of the child overweight and eating unhealthy food. They're more liable for having type 2 diabetes. They are more liable for having asthma. They are more liable for having bone problem. They're more liable for have gallbladder stones. So this all fat, it's really building up in their bodies. And you know, nowadays also junk food and restaurants all everywhere. So you cannot stop, but you can guide them. You can help them. And as I said, children are copying you, are copying the parents. If you will go for healthy, then the child will be also, I will be a healthy. I will drink this much healthy drink. I will drink that. Water. Speaking about water, water is very important. In taking water daily, very, very important.
Thank you, doctor. I was going to ask you about the water only itself
Yes.
because I have a question from one of the you know question that has asked me from one of the registrations that they've asked. Speaking about water intake, is water intake does it play a very important role in child weight?
Definitely. Definitely. Water is life. Water equal life. Okay? Every time, whenever I have any patient, I encourage them, please take water. Like below 8 years, the child should minimum take 4 to 6 glasses of water every day. Above 8 years, you have to take like 6 to 8 glass of water. And still, if your child is practicing or have any sport or anything, he have to increase the intake of the water. Our body is working as a thieves. If you are not drinking water, so he's hiding all the water inside the cells. So you will have a water retention. So what do you think? If you will drink water, then the body will start releasing the water from the cells. Then the water will wash your body. It's really a magic. It will be very beneficial for your skin, for your stomach, for your intestine, for everything. It will increase your metabolism. It will boost your immunity. It will burn the fats. So taking water is a milestone of our child health, no doubt.
Great, doctor. Great. The questions are really good, and then the answers coming to those questions are really good from your end. Okay, I'm just going to show on the screen one question that has come just now from Miss Ani Malik, and she's asking, please advise. I have 10 days baby girl. I want to ask about the diet schedule for me and what should I eat for my healthy baby because she just had a
Yes.
baby.
Yeah.
Congratulations, first of all, for the
Yeah.
baby girl, and doctor would answer that question.
Yes. Okay. This is a good question also. So, because this is reflecting what I am talking about, that healthy mothers, healthy parents will have a healthy child. Speaking about the 10 days old baby, definitely we are going all the time with breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is the best for your baby. Okay, because Allah gives you a gift. which is mother's milk. Mother's milk having all nutrients enough for child. Okay, till 6 months, mother's having the whole vitamins inside her body that she delivered to her child, except vitamin D. So we are advising the mothers to give their child vitamin D till 6 months. Then after 6 months, we are starting another kind of vitamins type. Speaking about your diet, what I advise for the mother who's breastfeeding, all the time, first drink water. Drink water, please. Before each and every time you breastfeed your baby, drink a small bottle of water. Drink more warm drinks, okay? Take more milk, take more warm drinks. It will bring your milk, okay? Eat healthy food, avoid spicy food, avoid oily food, because eventually it will come to your milk. It will affect your child. Not taking fluids, it will make you dehydrated. It will affect your milk flow, milk quantity. Then eventually your child, you will come to me and ask, doctor, my milk is not enough for my baby. What can I do? Then which formula can I give for my baby? Then we will go to this another virtual circle. My child is not eating. He will grow as a child not taking, like that. So understanding from the day one, the healthy food for me, can deliver the same message for my baby, and he can deliver the same message for his kids also when he grown up.
Thank you very much, doctor. I've got another question here from Ms. Sanai Adam, and she's saying, pardon me for the mispronunciation in case. She's saying, hello, Dr. Nancy, my son doesn't sleep well. How to develop his sleep, please?
Yes. Actually, we face a very big problem now during the pandemic and the quarantine because of the sleep pattern for children. They have changed their sleep pattern a lot because their routine totally changed. They waking up in the morning, attending classes online, which is boring all the time, because behind the screen you cannot see the child what he's doing. Finishing, then they don't have anything to do. They cannot go out. They cannot spend any time with their families outside. So they will be in front of the PC, in front of the tablet, in front of the mobiles. Then he can sleep 1 hour in the afternoon, taking a nap. Then again in the night, the sleep pattern will be changed because I don't have tomorrow school, so it's fine if I sleep in the online classes. So this is very important. Nowadays, we have many complaints for changing the sleep pattern. So what is my advice? Make a routine. Try to make a routine for your child. You will wake up in this time. Try. I know. It's difficult, especially for small kids. Try to make it. This time we will wake. This time we will eat our breakfast. After some time we will have a healthy snack. We'll have a fresh juice. That time we can stay together. Please, moms, now this is a very good time to spend the time with your kids. I have a child. I asked him, what is the best thing happened for you in the quarantine? He told me, doctor, what is the best thing? That I have spent a big time with my mom. So this is the suitable time to spend more time with your kids. They will enjoy. You will listen more from them. Accept their thoughts, accept their fears, because changing of sleep pattern also in some ages, children, they can overthinking what is happening, what will happen tomorrow, this pandemic, when it will end, when we can go out, when I can come back to practice my sport again with my friends, when I can see my best friend, when I can again go to malls every time, when I can see my grandma, my grandfather, and we can celebrate. All these thoughts in this their small tiny mind. So please accept their fears, accept their thoughts. Ask your child, what do you think? How you feel? Let's speak, let's talk. And then before sleep time, try to give them warm shower. Okay, and if your child is a small baby or below 2 years, make a massage like with any baby oil, baby lotion. This increase the bond between you and your baby. This will help him a lot to sleep. Give some warm drink for him, like warm herbals. This also will helps to regulate his sleep pattern.
Thank you. I believe Ms. Sanay Azam would have got her answer. I've got another question from Mr. Ahmed Al Hussein. Could you kindly share the normal BMI for newly born so we could know if we are safe or not?
Yes, actually, for the newly born babies, okay, mainly we are following the growth chart because this is very critical time. Okay, so what we are saying, normally the babies when they are born, okay, some babies they are born like preterm, some babies term, some baby booster. Okay, so after immediately after delivery, the babies lose some weight because they have some water retention. So we give them like from 1 week to 10 days till they adjust their weight. Then we can start after that calculate. If your child is underweight or preterm, we have something called catch up time, catch up. He will reach to the point if you are giving him healthy feeding, he will catch up his all the babies in his age, and we can follow him also in the growth chart. Then in the month 3, the baby usually double his weight. Okay, yani for example, if your baby born with 3 kg, so we are expecting on the month 3 his weight will be 6 kg. Then after that we are accepting if the baby gain from half to 75 per month. Okay, like this from half kg. So this is the healthy growth. Okay, if you are giving him healthy milk, if you are giving him good feed, this is the expecting. Then gradually we are calculating according to the growth chart as well.
Great, doctor. Thank you. Mr. Ahmed has another question followed by this question, and that question says, we would like also to ask how to make sure that our kid is not having ADHD instead
Yes,
of having
attention.
just a lack of attention. How to
Yes,
solve
yes. Yeah, ADHA also nowadays is becoming a big problem for our children because, as I said before, they all the time sitting with the electronics. Electronics is very dangerous for their mind. They're spending much time with videos, with movies, with some thoughts you don't know from where it's coming. Then your child is all the time he's giving full attention to that. So first of all, you have to cut that one. Okay, and by the way, you cannot cut it all of a sudden. You have to gradually decrease his exposure to electronics. Gradually you take it, because I have seen some children who's really going to very nervous situation, to very nervous, I mean anxious period because of this electronics. So this is a main part. Then you have to watch your child. Okay, of course parents, their judge, it's different from the doctor judge. So if you see anything from these symptoms, like if you see your child is lonely, is if you see your child is sleep pattern has changed, if you see your child is going for anxiety, or he's having some period of anger or anything, definitely you have to go for a medical advice, because we have got many queries regarding that in this age also, especially above from 2 to 3 years. If your child is having delay speech, if your child is when you are gathering in a small groups and they have children, he's not entertaining, he's not interacting, so this should give you alarm that something is going wrong. I have to see a doctor. I have to see some psychiatrist to evaluate my child. This is very important to evaluate his IQ, to evaluate his eye-to-eye contact, to evaluate his thinking, his speech level, all these things. So up to the point, first you have to observe, seek your doctor, and give a healthy food as well.
Thank you very much, doctor. Another question, Mr. Muhammad Mahmood. Dr. Nancy, can we know the role of vitamin D in boosting immunity in this pandemic situation?
Yes, actually, this is a very important question, and I am daily getting this question from my patient. Doctor, what is the important vitamins nowadays we can give to our kids during the pandemic? You know that our kids is not going outside all the time; they are sitting at home, and you know that our value from the vitamin D mainly we are taking from exposure to the sunlight. Okay, exposure to the sunlight. I'm not speaking about behind the windows. You have to have a direct sunlight, okay, with bare skin to get the beneficial vitamin D, and which is not happening. And the good sunlight, we are advising it's early, when the early sunshine and before the sunset. This is the main timing that you can get the beneficial vitamin D. So the vitamin D we are not getting for children. So what to do? We have to give them their needs. Actually, the prophylactic dose for our kids, 400 international unit. This is the dose we are giving for the babies from the day one. Day one, when the baby deliver, after he discharged from the hospital, we are telling him like this: vitamin D will be giving up to your child will be 2 years old. The dose will be 400 international unit. It may increase after the 1 year to be 600 international unit. Later, if there is any deficiency, we can replace. Right. Speaking about the vitamin D in COVID-19, actually all the studies showed that vitamin D have a big role in boosting the immunity for this patients who's having COVID-19. It's really helps. It is increased the immunity. It's increased the cells support. So please, I'm advising everyone to take their daily intake from the vitamin D and plus the vitamin C. Vitamin C also, many parents asking me, doctor, how can we give our kids vitamin C? From my opinion, I advise them all the time, give them fruits. The value of the vitamin C from fruits itself, it's much more value from like giving medicine, because you are taking the vitamin C from its source. Orange, strawberry, kiwi, lemon juice. Either they take it in form of juices or in form of fruit itself.
Thank you very much, doctor. Talking about questions that are continuously coming, doctor, because people are really liking it. Just I want to tell you that a lot of people are
Thank you.
appreciating you at this time.
Thank you.
Doctor, what signs and symptoms should parents be aware that they have to seek psychiatric advice if they found on their kids?
Yes, this is very important. Also, again, we have to say you have to keep your eye on your kids. If you see any change in their pattern, in their sleep pattern, in their social activity, if they are isolated, if they are having like not talking too much, eating too much, if or not eating at all, if they start asking you weird question, if they have like not going outside for a long time. I want to tell you, like one mother came for me and her son is he's a teenager, and she's telling me, doctor, I want to tell you that since March he didn't go out. What can I do for him? He's too much afraid of going out. He's too much afraid of touching anything. He just sitting behind the PC, and he feel that behind the PC he is more safe. He's talking with us from behind the door. He's too much afraid from the world outside. So I want to say to all mothers, put your eyes in your kids, because this is an alarming sign. If you see your sons like that, try to speak with him. If it's not manageable, bring him to the doctor. Let's see, let's talk, let's discuss. It is okay. We are in pandemic. We are accepting the situation. It's not only for you. It is all over the world. Time will pass. Everything will be okay. So this message daily we have to deliver to our kids, because they really they are really passing in a time for too much overthinking also.
Thank you. I had a question from Ms. Liam Hashim Umar, and it was a very similar question that she asked. I would just like to say her question, but you've already answered this.
Yeah.
So we'll move towards the next question. Her question was how I will maintain my child communicate with society with his fear to go outside.
Yes.
So it is, I believe, the similar answer that you've given.
Yes.
Talking about more questions, doctor. What's your recommendation, Dr. Nancy, for increasing attention and memory for child?
Yes, this is also an important, okay? Increasing the memories and the attention for them, you have to first spend more time with them, okay? You have to observe whatever they are doing. You bring there is some toys that increase their thinking, okay, like puzzles, okay, like the toys that it have a part that they can think, put this beside this. You can sit with them, read them article, read with them story. You can also, omega-3 is having also a big role on that. Omega-3 is very good for having your child in a good attention. If you feel like he's not remembering all the time, or he's ignoring, or he's passing in a time like he's not caring about the study or this listening to you, so you can start give him omega-3. It's fine. There is some fruits also. Banana is very good to booster their memories and to making them more attention. Honey is very good. I just recommend for anyone having child over 1 year, of course, because below 1 year, honey is not allowed. Above 1 year, every day give your child 1 spoon of honey. And also, I'm advising, there is one black seed, small black seeds, it's called kolonji. In our Arabic, we say حبة البركة. It is very good. You try with your kids. I always advise my patients, bring it. If your child is small, you just blend it, make it like a black pepper powder, mix it with honey and give you for your kids. It is very good. It's boosted their immunity. If they are a little bit up, you can put it in a pastries or anything and they can take it. So fruits very important for memories, for maintaining our child memories and attention. So healthy food, again, will make them having a healthy mind.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Doctor, again, I would like to mention that appreciations are continuously coming. I would like to show them on the screen in a while. A question has come from Ms. Bonaya, and the question says, can you suggest a natural resource of vitamin D, Doctor?
See, natural resource of vitamin D, as I mentioned, it's mainly coming from the sunlight exposure, okay? Because vitamin D, it is helping for the absorption of the calcium, which is the calcium is main source of our bone, teeth, and our child growth. So for that resources, we can have yogurt, milk, egg, fish, because this is very important. You have to give daily milk for your child, you have to daily egg, you have to give yogurt every day, you have to include fish in your meals. Please, kids, I am begging you all the time, I am asking them, consider a fish, any recipe you like, you can do it, but it really will help. It's having omega-3, it's having essential fatty acid, it's really good. So this is the thing.
Thank you, Doctor. I've got another question here. Najib is asking, Doctor, how hemoglobin iron supplements helps in attention to studies for children?
Yes. Again, iron is a part of hemoglobin, okay? So what we usually do when the child is completing 1 year of old, usually we are doing a full checkup. Full checkup in terms of we are checking his CPC report and we are checking his hemoglobin. If hemoglobin is less, and we have a reference, if his hemoglobin is less, again, we are going with the second step, which is checking his iron level, okay? Right. I want to say like 90% of the children having iron deficient, having anemia. Anemia in terms of iron deficiency anemia. Why iron deficiency anemia? Because of unhealthy food, okay? So iron is a big part of the anemia that our children they are facing, okay? So iron is carrying also the oxygen all over the body. It's carrying to the brain, to our liver, to the heart, to lungs, everywhere. So when the iron is less, okay, so all your body will be having less activity. You will our child will have less attention. Our child will have less activity. Our child will not. He will be sleepy all the time. He will not have any power either to study or to walk or to move. Okay, so it is very important to know how much my iron level, my child iron level, and how can I replace him. Definitely, when we do the test and we discover that the iron is less, we are going to replace him by medicine. But all the time I speaking to the parents, medicine alone will not work. Okay, because you will replace him for some time, then again iron will stop dropping after, for example, 3 months or 2 months or whatever the course we are replacing. You have to combine them with the food having high iron, like spinach, liver, beetroot, dates, pomegranate, eggplant, broccoli. This all food having very high iron content. So either I'm mainly advising to give this kind of food 2 hours after the lunch. Okay, so either you give your son or your daughter a juice, or you give him a fruit. Okay, because our children, they are too much fed up and from some food or anything, so you have to give them this kind of varieties. Then again, you have to give them the medicine together. Giving also vitamin C is very important if you are giving iron course, because vitamin C increase the absorption of the iron, so you will have the maximum benefits from that.
Great, thank you. As we are moving towards the end of the session, but still we still have another 10 to 15 minutes. Doctor, another question has come up. I'm not exactly sure that if we would be able to complete the whole session or whole answers, but I would really like you to answer all of them because so many appreciation and so many people are there.
Thank you.
Mr. Hassan is asking, my daughter is going to be 15. She is 59 kg. Is that okay? If not, give some tips of diet she could do. Thanks, Dr.
Yes, okay. So I will just tell you, go with her BMI, you just calculate her weight, okay? Divide into her height to the power of 2 and see the result, okay? If it's like from 18 to 25, so she's completely healthy. If she is from 18 to, if she is from 25 to 30, so she's overweight. If she is above 30, so she is obese. Okay, so just you can calculate and see because of her height as well. We cannot judge only on the weight. Okay, and for a food, especially for teenagers, 15 years old, definitely we have, as I said, healthy breakfast, healthy snacks, avoid junk food, especially in this age. Okay, avoid Tetra Pak juices, give more milk. Because girls in this time, they need more hemoglobin because of they start having their period as well. So you have to daily replace her with this all supplement. Proteins is very important. Make your plate more of protein parts, and of course vegetables and carbohydrates.
Thank you, Doctor. Doctor, a similar question to this, but just the addition to the previous question. Ms. Heba is asking, can you advise if the kids on young age can do a special diet? Because you've mentioned about what
Yes.
kids should take, water and healthy diet, but
Yes.
is there a specific diet to lose weight?
See, actually, this is also a good question, and I am getting it too much from my parents. Okay, kids, you cannot bring your son and tell him, see, we'll start diet today. It is very difficult. Okay, in spite, we can like use do instead of do not. Eat this. We will start our day with unhealthy fresh juice. We will start our day with a healthy breakfast. We will have a brown toast. We will take this egg. Okay, we can avoid afternoon snacks like chips, chocolate, unhealthy snacks. Instead, you can give the nuts. Okay, you can cut the fruits in a colorful way, so the children, they will like it. Okay, because all of a sudden, if you change the habit, their food habit, they will start refuse and they will insist, because the children, they have this habit. And one of the most important thing also, take your child outside for at least half an hour for walk, for any sport. Nowadays, I know some closed area, some parents, they are afraid to take their kids out, but sport is very important. Okay, it is rising their endorphins. It's giving them high adrenaline level, so they can overcome this time. So take their bicycle, go to Corniche area, go to the beach. Okay, let them have fresh air. So they will come back to home hungry. Then you offer a healthy food. They will come back tired. You give shower and then they will sleep well. So a sport also having a big role in our children's diet as well.
Thank you, Doctor. Doctor, I've got another question. The question is from Nasaim Al Khair. I believe it's in Arabic. I have a child, 9 years old. When he spends more energy, he feels pain in his legs, and his heart starts to pump very fast, and his lips turns into kind of white.
Oh, yeah.
What do you advise us to do?
Yeah, unfortunately, all these signs that you are saying, it's about anemia deficiency. I mean, this is an anemia. This is the signs of anemia. The child is, when he making any effort, will have a high heart rate. He will start feeling tired. He cannot complete the activity. He will start having pale lips. He's looking pale all the time, tired. This is all signs of anemia. So you have to seek for a medical advice. You have to make full checkup for him. And I can assure you, if we are replacing the suitable vitamins for him, along with the food that we are giving, like a food chart, definitely he will improve. Don't worry.
Thank you. Doctor, a very important question I can see Miss Eliza is asked. How are you coping with teleconsultation at present? Is it on?
Yes, actually, we have this option during the pandemic. Actually, Prime, they offered this option since day one when we start the lockdown. And the surprising things that maybe all of you not know, that we were having the telehealth while we are at home. We are accepting the calls and the consultation in our off timing of hours. So in that time, we were, actually instructed and advised from our management, please be close to your patients. This is the time that everyone needs you. So we were open all the time, that time until now. We are open for the telehealth also. We can accept all your fears. We can accept all your questions. We can explain for you. Even we have on the teams, the parents, they can send the picture. They can show us the video for the children, because some parents also, I have that, like, doctor, I will make a telehealth because my child miss you. They just want to see you and say some word for them. So I was very happy, really, because children, at least they know that, beyond the distance, we still can connect them.
Great,
Yeah.
Doctor. Thank you. Thank you very much for answering that. Mr. Ali Ahmed is asking, I have a 9-year-old son and he has back pain and I
Yeah.
don't know the cause of it.
Yeah.
What do you suggest?
Yes. Yeah, actually, most of the bone ache during this timing, mainly because of the vitamin D deficiency. Okay, so what I advise, go check your child first, vitamin D. Okay, if all is good, then you go for a checkup, full checkup for X-ray, and do whatever needed. Okay, and let him take rest, because children also exposing to the online classes, they have a very bad posture while they are sitting, because our kids, they are sitting more than 8 hours in front of the PC or laptop or whatever device they are using. You cannot all the time tell them, sit straight your back, don't sit like that. They have a very different posture, so they are also having, let's give them some excuses. So just go and check for him also as well.
Thank you, Doctor. Doctor, moving towards the end of the session, I would like to ask maybe a couple of more questions, and we should proceed towards the ending. Ms. Shaima Abdullah is asking, when can we stop giving kids vitamin D?
See, vitamin D, we advise to give up to 2 years as a prophylactic dose. Prophylactic means to maintain their sources inside their body. Because as I said, mother milk have all the sufficient vitamins except vitamin D. So we start give from the day one till 2 years. After 2 years, what's happening? After 2 years, your child start going outside, going to the nursery, going everywhere. And in this, our country is very hot also. So most of the time they are not exposing to the sunlight. So what's happening? We are checking the vitamin D level. So if it's sufficient, okay, we are still giving them like some period of time, and then we are rechecking again, okay? And if it's deficient, we are replacing them. But as a prophylactic dose, we are recommending, especially in this pandemic, to give all the children vitamin D. Okay?
Thank you, Doctor. Doctor, thank you so very much for the information that you have given. Before we end up the session, I would just like to ask you a very, very important last question that you can really, tell the audience who are listening to you. A huge crowd is actually listening to you. While I will also show on the screen the appreciation comments that are coming. Doctor, finally, what do you advise, or I should say, what your advice is for the parents to have a healthy brain and a healthy body?
Yes. Okay.
And you can conclude with adding on to the take home message also.
Yes. Okay. So we are coming to the end, and I want to thank all of you. This is my message for everyone, especially for mommies, my sweet mommies. You are the backbone of your families. So take time for yourself, at least 1 hour per day. Take your coffee, go outside, take a walk, okay? Take a healthy breath, okay? Because at the end, you will come back to your home. Your children needs you, okay? Your children will copy you for whatever you are doing. So, my sweet moms, take care of yourself. Take a vitamins, okay? Take a healthy food. So prepare a healthy food, share it with all your families, and I want you to assure your kids, stay with them, tell them this time will pass. I know we are all over the world passing in a very critical time, so try to assure them that everything will be fine. Just one story I will tell before I end up. It's one of the mothers came for me, and and I was really surprised from her request. She asked me, doctor, I want you to write for me a medical report for my son, that to school, that he's not fit for the online classes. Then I asked her, what do you mean he's not fit? She started talking and crying. She said, when he started the online classes, he started being isolated, not speaking with me, all the time sitting at home. Then I observe after some time he started blinking. He starts shouting when I speak with him. He's telling Mama, I have too much stress. You don't feel what all feelings I have. I miss my friends. I miss my school. I miss my sport teammates. So mother, she came for me and she told me, doctor, I don't want online anymore. So we reached to the point that, sadly, I'm saying this, that mothers, like, she have a choice. I want my healthy child. I don't want online anymore. And this mother, by the way, she was brave to come and she expressed her feelings. And I am 100% sure that there is thousands of mothers who's having the same feeling, but they cannot express. But what I try to assure this mother, what I told her, see, I will make for you whatever you want, but let's speak. Your child in grade C, okay? And the same, his team mate in UK, in US, in your country, in India, in Egypt, anywhere, he's having the same problem, right or no? So the online crisis, which they are facing, it's all over the world. Don't think he will gain more information than that anyone else will gain, or he will have less information, okay? So take it easy. Take it easy, okay? Time will pass. Crisis was happened before, and time will pass. Try to assure your son, after your online class finish, shut down everything. Tell him, let's go for a walk, let's go for the beach, see what he like to spend time with, something mutual between you and him. Try to speak, read a story, read a book, bring him something he like. Then every day you give him tip. Why like online, it will increase your, it will make your future better. This learning is something will bright your brain. It will make you more good, more brilliant. I know you are missing everyone, but they will come. Open the video and try, let him communicate with all his team. So this stress, I don't want any mothers or any parents to transmit it to their kids, because they can feel you. Their very small mind, they absorb everything from you. And I want to tell you something. Yani, we are, as a doctor, we are, at the end of the day, we are human. We come to our home with all our fears, and we were blessed that we have very respected and aware management, Dr. Jamil, Dr. Tasneem, who were there, our backbone all the time during the pandemic, and still till now they are supporting us. They are all the time assuring that we are on the same safe and updated with all the information. So we are also being on your situation. I am a mother, so I can feel everyone. So we will have this feeling, but we have the support on daily basis, on weekly basis. We are behind you. We are with you. And I want to take this opportunity also to thank all our frontliners. They are silent heroes. They sacrifice their life, their families, everything for only to save lives. They were doing very great work for each and everyone. So thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, and stay safe and stay blessed.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Nancy. This
Thank
has
you.
been a great session with you today, and we really appreciate what you have said just now, a take home message. So many comments you would definitely see once the session is done.
Yes. Thank
I've
you.
all so many good comments have been there from all the audience out there. We thank to all our viewers who have
Thank
seen
you.
us, who have heard the doctor, who have asked questions. There would be some questions which were very similar to what doctor has answered, which were not asked. But if you have any questions, now coming to that, you are most welcome to send us an email, and we will
Sure.
forward it to Dr. Nancy. The email is appearing on your screen, which is myprime at primehealth.ae. Or if you want to book an appointment with Dr. Nancy, just wanted to let you know that Dr. Nancy is a specialist pediatrician, and she's currently practicing in Prime Medical Center, Al Qasmia, which is in Sharjah. You can book your appointment with Dr. Nancy on the number given on your screen at 0470709999. And as per her schedule, you can always visit her for the consultation. Thank you, everyone, for
Thank
watching
you.
us. As Prime always says, that we deliver personalized care personally. This is what we always want to deliver. This is what we are delivering, and this is how things work on talking about parents, talking about children's health. It is a very, very important discussion at this moment after the pandemic has gone down. So that was a very, very informative session. We will be coming back to you for more
Sure.
informative sessions related to this. As I said again, I would like to say that Prime is always about personalized care personally, and this is what we want to deliver. Dr. Nancy, once again, thank you so very much
Thank
for
you. Thank
joining
you.
us
Thank you.
today. Thank you so very much for sharing your experiences. Thank you so very much for giving a lot of information that you have given us today. And I'm sure a lot of parents out there, they have heard you, and they have really thanked you a lot, and they must be working on what you have explained
Sure.
them or what you have guided and advised them. So thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We'll be coming back to you in another session very soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Uh, Take care. Bye bye.